Greetings, Ranger fans. I'm Bryan Montgomery, joined today by head coach Brandon Hickman. The Rangers 3-0 in district, heading into a big matchup on the road this Friday against Allen. Coach, here at Postdale Stadium last Friday, Prosper came into town undefeated on the year. The Rangers, right off the bat, causing an interception on the third play from scrimmage en route to a massive home win, 41-14. Talk about that matchup. I know there's been so much that has been said about the team, but just your general thoughts on how well the Rangers did in that game.
I mean, I thought we played great. We wanted to get off to a good start, and we did. We came out strong and then just kept turning it on. I was proud of the kids, the focus that they had before the game, and all week of practice, the kids were locked in, dialed in. We had a good game plan put together. Our coaching staff did a great job with the game plan, and the kids went out and executed at a high level. But I felt like all three phases of the game were big for us. All three phases, I felt like we dominated Friday night.
And I think really a big part of that was the fact that Jesuit had 320 yards of offense, E.J. Smith scoring 4 touchdowns, Jake Taylor, the workhorse, putting in 170 yards, a career high for him. Looking at what Prosper prided themselves on prior to the game, it was their run defense. They didn't allow really more than 100 yards per opponent, and the Rangers just kicked the door down and said, all right, this is what we have. Talk about that and how important that was for your game plan.
Well, I mean, it was real important. We want to establish a run, and I felt like we could in the game. I felt like our offensive line played great. All 5 of those guys got after it. They were finishing blocks and blowing open some big holes. EJ got behind him. EJ was running really well. He was hitting the hole hard. He was keeping his legs driving and broke some tackles at times, and I thought he played a great game along with Jake. Did the same thing, started seeing some cutback lanes and getting behind those guys and running the ball. And then our receivers blocked well. That's something we don't talk about very often with those guys, but on film they were blocking downfield and had a couple of good blocks on the reverse to Laco. And and all in all, I thought it was a great game. The effort was outstanding, and that was definitely a really big win for us.
Now, looking defensively, what the team was able to do, some major turnovers happened, especially early on in the game. Pendola getting a big pick, a couple more picks later in the game. But more importantly, Jesuit has had a phenomenal clip so far during this 4-game winning streak of stopping teams on third down. Talk about that defensive tenacity and what the Rangers have been able to do the last 4 weeks.
I mean, Coach Woods and staff's done an awesome job with our defense. The kids are locked in. They understand everything, their responsibilities, and we've been getting turnovers, and I think we've been winning a lot at the line of scrimmage. Our linebackers have played really well, and our secondaries, making picks and making plays. But just active, around the ball. Guys are hustling. I think we're winning at the point of attack. We're able to stop teams' run games. I think that's the biggest thing, and force people to throw. And Coach has done a great job of putting together game plans each week, and going out there at practice, and the kids are executing, and we're having a lot of fun with them.
And then now you turn your attention to this upcoming Friday against Allen, team coming in, co-leader in district along with you, but also one of the top teams, not only in the Metroplex, but also in the state. We can talk all day about their historical prowess. What have you seen so far on film for this iteration of Allen's team, and what should Ranger fans expect?
Yeah, I mean, we see a good football team, just like they are every year. Allen's Allen. They got a lot of numbers, a lot of kids. We like our game plan a lot. We put together a game plan on Sunday and feel good about it, all 3 phases. We just got to go out and play, we want to be 1-0 this week. That's our goal. We talked to the kids about that, trying to not make this bigger than what it is, just go out and play ball and have fun doing it. And, this group cares about one another, and I know we're going to go and have a great game tomorrow night.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you again Friday, folks. Jesuit Dallas and Allen, the 2 last undefeated teams in 9-6A square off. This is a matchup you don't want to miss at Eagle Stadium. And as always, be sure to keep it locked into JesuitRangers.org for all of your up-to-date Rangers info.